Hi, are you interested in traveling to Germany to work as a nurse or even as a caregiver? If you don't have a certificate um, that says you're a nurse, but you have experience in caregiving, you can come to Germany and work in Germany as a caregiver. If you're a nurse, you've got a certificate, you can also come to Germany and work as a nurse if you want, without the complicated process like you find in England, where if you're looking to go to England to work as a caregiver, you have to look for a sponsor, a COS, to get a COS, and it costs a lot of money. But coming to Germany to work as a nurse or as a caregiver, it's simple. The German government is making it accessible to anyone and everyone. Well, if you watch this video to the end, hopefully this video just might change your circumstances. Right, let's get into it. My name is Mark Oji. I am Nigerian living in Germany, and I used to live in England, but right now I live in Germany, and I basically do real estate, and then again I make these videos to help people, migrant that want to migrate to Germany, that wants to work in Germany. We can help you get to Germany. I'm not a lawyer, I'm not a travel agent, but I can just advise you on how you can travel to Germany to work to obtain a work visa to travel to Germany and work in Germany, and how you can also build your finances. And if you want to do real estate in Germany, then that's where I might be able to come in. And then again, even if I'm coming in to assist you in getting into real estate in Germany, I don't charge you. I just do it because we just building a community of like minds of migrants that are looking to better their circumstances and build wealth in Germany and in Europe as well. Right, let's get into it. Now, if you have experience as a caregiver or as a nurse and you want to come to Germany, the new opportunity card, which is the new visa path that's the German government will be rolling out in the coming weeks. This video should inform you so that you will be well prepared to take advantage when the German consular in your home country start taking application. Right now, if this opportunity card is like a point-based system, just like the Canadian system, is a total of 14 points. The whole point in total basically are 14 points, but you only have to meet or fulfill a minimum of 6 points, and these 6 points are easy to meet. Now, the first point, these 6 points, they are different. There are 4 different categories in which you can score this total of 6 points. One category is language skill. The language skill is either you've got a B1 certificate, which is the German language certificate of B1 or B2. But if you don't have the German language B1 or B2, you need to have English language certificate of C1. Now, having a German language certificate of B1 can score you up to 2 points. But if you have an English language certificate of C1, can score you 1 point. Now, let's go to the next category, which is your age. If you are from 40 years old or 38 years old and less, so basically you're 18 to 38 years old, that can score you about 2 points. That will score you 2 points. Now, you have 2 points plus 1 point, that's 3 points. But if you're 40 years and over and above, you score 0 points. Now, we go to the next category, which is your work experience. Your work experience, if you have 5 years work experience as a caregiver, that can score you up to 4 points. Now, if you have 3 years work experience as a caregiver, that can score you up to 3 points. But if you have up to 2 years experience as a caregiver, that can score you 2 points. Do you know what I mean? If you have and then we go to the next category, which is additional paperwork. On this category of additional document is if you're certified nurse and you have certificate from a recognized institution in your home country or from wherever you've acquired these certificates in the world, but it must be from a recognized institution. And you must have studied for this nursing course or skill for minimum of 2 years, right? For minimum of 2 years. So if you're a certified nurse and you've got a certificate, that can score you up to 4 points. So at this point, you're well over 6 points already. Now, if you have a certificate, that can score you up to 4 points. But if you don't have a certificate, but you have a work experience, like I said, you have 5 years work experience, that can score you up to 4 points. If you have 3 years work experience, that can score you 3 points. You've got 2 years work experience, that can score you 2 points. But if you have certificate, that can score you additional, if you have certificate, that can score you additional 4 points. Yes. So if you have certificate and you have work experience, this 2 point alone, can score you well over 5-6 points at least. Do you know what I mean? Now, if you have, once you meet all these 6 points, which are easy to meet, say if there's anything you're not clear about this fulfilling this point, you can reach out to me and we can work it out. But then if you have all these points, then you're ready to apply for visa. Now, the requirement you need to apply for visa would be a valid international passport. So from wherever country you're from, you should have a valid travel document, being a passport, because you need that to apply for visa. Now, after you have all these requirements, all these points that you've met, you gather this paperwork together. You're going to attach them to your document that you are going to submit to the embassy. And then you need health insurance. You need travel health insurance. That's to get you to Germany. If you're in Germany, you can always change your insurance to domestic German insurance, basically. Now, and another one is you need to show proof of fund. You're not paying anyone no money for COS or anything like that. You only need to show money in your account, proof of fund that you can take care of yourself. You're not going to come to Germany and be a burden to the system. So this money is to show that German government don't worry about anything. Here, as you can see, I've got money. I can take care of myself. If you let me come to Germany to work, I'm not going to be a burden to the system in any way, shape, or form. That's what this show of fund is for. And then the next requirement you need to have is proof of accommodation. Now, that's where it gets tricky. Proof of accommodation, if you can get proof of accommodation, if you have family member that've got a spare room that can offer you a place to stay, that should work. If they're in a rented apartment, if they can get permission from their landlord, then that might be possible, maybe. But if you don't have any other way of getting this proof of accommodation, I might be able to help you. Now, you can contact me. I'm into real estate. I do short let, I do Airbnb with my properties. I might be able to assist you if you can provide the paperwork that we need, and if you basically can satisfy my requirement of renting out apartment. But I'm only going to give it to you in a short-term basis, not that you arrive to Germany and I'm telling you, oh, you only have 3 months or 6 months to find somewhere else. And then, you don't be looking at me funny because, I'm making it known now. I do short-term rentals and I do Airbnb. So if you have problem finding accommodation, you can contact me. But otherwise, if you can sort it out yourself, you can find accommodation, then that's perfect. But if you don't have any accommodation and you need help, you can contact me. I can help you sort out a place in one of my properties. We can arrange a living space for you. But obviously, you're going to pay. I'm not going to ask you money. I'm not going to ask you to pay before your visa. You go obtain your visa. When you obtain your visa, you arrive here, you're going to pay, obviously. You know what I mean? But like I said, it might be possible with some people. It might not be possible for some people because you need to meet some certain requirements. And this requirement is not basically for me. I need to show to the government, because I pay tax as well. I need to show to the government I'm renting my apartment to Mr. or Mrs. So-and-so. They'll be staying in my property in this time period, and I have to pay rent, income tax, basically. I pay income tax in everything I do, basically. Do you know what I mean? So with all this paperwork, you have all this paperwork, and also you should check in the German consular in your home country to see if, in case you might need additional paperwork, and wherever from your previous employer as well, from your work experience, you can contact your previous employers or your current employer if you're still employed, to tell them to give you a reference letter. That can go a long way as well. Tell them to give you a reference letter detailing your role in the company, what you do on a daily basis in that company. So the German consular, when they're going through your application, they can see, okay, what you do, what you're doing, and how you can be useful in the German economy, basically. Now, if you have this nursing certificate, or you don't even have a certificate, and you're given a visa, you come here, there's an opportunity card which gives you the opportunity to come and work in Germany. In the process of working, this visa will be valid for 1 year, for 12 calendar months or 6 months. Now, depending on your on the discretion of the consular, they might give you 6 months valid visa or 12 months valid visa. Now, whilst you're here working, you can find with your certificate, you can apply to have your certificate translated to German certificate, which compares your certificate, the standard of your certificate, to the standard of German certificate on the same profession, to see if they are of the same standard. But if they're not of the same standard, then you can also apply to do further training on that field. But for people that don't have certificate, they are just caregiver, you can come here with the opportunity card. Whilst you're working, you can apply to learn that skill professionally and be certified for it. So this opportunity card, for anyone, if you know anyone that wants to travel, this is the opportunity. It doesn't get any better than this. Do you know what I mean? You just apply, meet all these requirements. It's a point-based system, like I said. You go through this video, check on your consular in your home country. You meet all this. It's easy to meet 6 points out of 14 points. 6 points, you only need to fulfill 6 points. Personally, I think it's easy. If you have the basic document, that can score you at least 6-7 points. So if you have all these points, you apply, you come here. Whilst you're working, you can look around and see what you want to do, what profession you want to acquire. You can just apply to get into it. So it's very easy. The most important thing is to get up, put this paperwork together, and apply. Do you know what I mean? This opportunity card, the German consular worldwide will start taking application in the coming weeks, in the first quarter of 2024. So if I were you, you should take this time and start preparing. If you don't have C1 English language certificate, now is the time to start preparing to get in it. If you don't have German language certificate of B1, now is the time for you to start the process. Do you know what I mean? Whatever requirement you don't have, now is the time to start. So that in 2024, first quarter of 2024, you will be ready when the time comes to take advantage of this opportunity. I hope this video has been helpful to someone. If it is, please subscribe to the channel or like the video. That helps me out a lot. And I will see you on the next video. Have a nice one. Bye.